Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no, it's been a bit of a up and down journey to get there, but yeah, really proud to get it and to play 100 games for this club. It's something I'm really proud of, and it's a bit of a shame with the Queensland borders. My family can't obviously come down to the game, but it'll still be a great moment.
Had any word on where the game's going to be played? And I mean, obviously your preference is to be at home, especially after so many, being the whole season away last year.
I think we're just waiting to see, the higher powers and see the state governments and what the NRL want to do with it all. And we understand that at the end of the day, we're a game of rugby league, a game of footy, and there's higher priorities in the community and health and safety of those people. So we're more than happy to go to Sydney if we have to and play that game, but our preference certainly is to play at Amy Park in front of all our home fans.
I guess your experience last year going through and winning the comp, you have to feel you can play anywhere and do well.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got any dramas and adapting to, I suppose, changing plans that happen pretty quick, and that's just the COVID world we live in. So, I don't think there'll be any dramas in heading up to Sydney for the game.
Just on the 18th man that they've got a meeting about this afternoon, what's your thoughts on it? Would you like to see it introduced? And have you sort of kept a close eye on the AFL and what's happened there?
Yeah, I saw the AFL. I think it's important to probably be kept narrow focus to just strictly concussions. I think if you open it up to just broader injuries, which I think the AFL has done, and I think it could get abused. I don't think it has in the AFL at the moment, which is really positive. And but yeah, I think strictly just for concussion would be really, I think, positive for the game. It's obviously such a big loss and such a fatiguing game these days with the new rules that if you are down to one or two on the bench and through a concussion where you're looking after the long-term welfare of a player, I don't think you should be penalised for that. So I think it'd be a really positive thing to bring in.
So the concussion would then therefore mean that player couldn't play the following week. So that would be is that right? That it would be you have to.
I don't think so, because I think the AFL's on 14 days. We're still 6 days, I think. So technically, I think you could get subbed off and play the following week. It might be something maybe to, I suppose, protect the integrity of the rule, to maybe if you do get subbed off with a concussion, maybe you have to miss the following week. But it's a real fine balance between protecting the long-term health of a player and also, I suppose, creating advantages for, I suppose, teams to look at.
Manus was just talking about how you've got a little offload in your game now, and that so you continue to evolve as a player, even though after 100 games. Is that something that you actually did kind of work on?
Yeah, I think so. I think I understand I'm not as powerful as the rest of our front rowers like Nelson and Big Tui. These big Pacific Islanders are phenomenal athletes, and you've got to, I suppose, build a bit of craft in, and it's something that this club prides itself on, is always trying to get better and find areas to improve, whether that's skill-based or your body or I suppose some game awareness and knowledge. So I think that's why this club has been able to replace the players we've lost over the years, as these players come down and young 18-year-olds and do really full-on pre-season, striving to get better and really focused on improving themselves. So certainly something I've tried to run with.
Getting through a mountain of tackles as well, is it like, do you consider you're an advocate for a shorter pre-season? It obviously worked well for you.
Yeah, look, I think a pre-season was long enough. I think you need about 8 weeks, but I'm sure the head coach will disagree. But I think we had plenty of time to prepare and really freshen the group up. Obviously, it was such a strange and long year away from home, and I think it's long enough, to be honest. And I think the AFL are kind of leading the way there in terms of how much time their players get off and how fresh they are, and certainly something I think the NRL can look at.
How are you feeling physically after Warren's playing a really tough stuff?
Yeah, it's been pretty sore, to be honest. A few days after, particularly the forward packs we're coming against, Penrith, Parramatta and the Rabbitohs. There's some big boys there who hit really hard, so it's taken a bit of time each few days to recover, but that's the NRL, and we've got the same work cut out for us this week against the Broncos with Payne Haas and Matt Lodge probably coming back into their side. There's some really big boppers who are really aggressive, so we've got a work cut out for us again.
What does it mean to you to reach this milestone given what you've been through physically?
Yeah, it's really special, to be honest. You dream of as a young kid just playing one NRL game, let alone 100. So to play 100 for this club and to be, I suppose, on that list with a bunch of other players you really admire. It's a really special honour for myself.
Some would say that this is sort of a little take a bit of a breath this weekend because you hadn't played those top 6 sides and the Broncos struggled in recent seasons. But you've just mentioned a couple of big names that might be coming back in the 13, and they had a win last time, so they're
No, you definitely, and that's the NRL. That's the beauty of our game. It's so close, and rugby league's a funny sport that you come out aggressive and urgent and plenty of effort. Goes a long way. So we need to make sure we need to match it with the Broncos this week. They're a really proud club, and having been coached by Kevin Walters in the past, I understand how good of a man manager he is with the playing group. So they'll be fully motivated to come down and, I suppose, ambush us at AAMI Park.
How did you sort of react after that? Was it like everything gutted, or was it sort of like, well,
Yeah, no, everyone was really gutted, to be honest. It was just so many opportunities, I think, that we just couldn't really grasp. And then, Penrith are a really quality side, and they were really hungry. And this is a great spot to do a press conference. Great idea.
I'm struggling to find the spot.
What was I saying? I don't know what I was saying. Sorry.
Thanks for your feedback.
That's good, eh?
Actually, has Cooper Johns emotionally recovered from a Uber and a place yesterday?
Oh, I got him beauty, yeah. But knowing Cooper Johns, he'd be plotting a return, so I've got to kind of keep an eye over my shoulder and check my locker and all my clothes. So he'll be coming for me, no doubt. He's a spiteful man. Yeah, of course, he's going to double down and probably take it out of context. But it was Grilled are a great partner of our club, and just wanted to enjoy everything that the club can bring, and a bit of avocado. It's really exciting for him to work with Grilled very closely.